Okay. So my holiday baby. So I'm gonna get Chrissy. If you will come back, to. I'm gonna get you to share your holiday baby and how beautiful it is. Just because, literally, can y'all see this? Because I want. No, this is good. Because I want you guys to see that it can be as simple as a cute little bag. Okay. So just hold it up. Hold it up so we can see. So it's literally, she has a tote bag. It looks like an old school 31 bag, right? A little small one. And it's holiday themed, Christmas themed. And she has put gifts inside of it. Let's see them. So she's got, okay, this is the hand soap, and she's got it all done up super cute, ready to go. And then she's got, oh, look at, is that charcoal mask? How
Yeah,
cute.
yeah,
That's so cute with a little towel on its head. That is so fabulous. Okay, so she's got all these cute little gifts put together. Okay. And inside your basket, the whole purpose of this is it's your holiday baby, meaning you do not leave it in the car. You don't leave it at home. Would you leave your baby at home by itself? No. Would you leave it in the car by itself? No. You take it every place you go. Here's the thing, even if it doesn't bring you a sale when you do it, thank you, Chrissy. Um, Even if it doesn't bring you a sale while you're out, one thing it will do is strike conversation. Okay. And striking conversation gives you an opportunity to get her information, name, phone number. Girl, if you like anything that's in this basket, even if you don't want it right now, girl, I'm hosting an open house. I would love for you to drop by. It's gonna be so fun. So many more than what's in this little basket. Or I do Mary Kay for a living, and I take my holiday baby with me everywhere because I know everybody's always Christmas shopping randomly. And so I want to be ready. That's what I always say. I want to be ready. And I will tell you, I take it to every facial, every party. And this is like not something that I go over during the party. But when I'm checking out, after I just checked out with the set sheet, I then say, did you want to add any holiday gifts onto your order? This is a way to upsell. Okay. So you do your normal thing at your party, but then when you're closing them out, after you've written down her skincare or whatever that she's purchasing from the party, would you like to take a look at any of my holiday gift sets? And I typically, because I like to close one on one at a separate table or at the couch or whatever, take a second before the party starts and kind of set that up in the living room or on the coffee table or whatever. Just kind of set out your gifts from your Santa bag. And that way they will have an opportunity to actually look. Okay. Does that make sense? So this is something that you can take with you everywhere, everywhere. And let me just tell you, I'm sitting at the coffee shop, and even with just like, y'all ever paid attention how, I don't know if y'all know, but like Jessica Huggins and I, we always pay attention. People literally watch us when we meet at a coffee shop and we look all done up with dress and heels on. And we have our cute little pen bag, okay? And I got this is this is over here holding my extension cord. I got my cute tumbler. I got my coffee bag, by the way, Chrissy. I carry this thing everywhere with me, okay? I just want you to know it literally is being, I might wear it out, okay? So I carry everything and it's always so cute. My calendar is pretty, my everything. I got a million pins and people pay attention to those who look well put together and cute. Okay. I'm just telling you, they pay attention. So when you're carrying your holiday baby, you need to look cute. Yes, I am telling you to get yourself ready every day and look cute. For one, it's going to make you look incredible. It's going to make you feel incredible. And when you feel good, my husband watches ESPN and he literally tells me every year during the football season, which is fall right now, he says, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, they play good. And when you play good, they pay good. And he tells me that, and it's an ESPN quote. Like literally, I heard it on the TV the other day. And I was like, that's right. Because what happens is when you look good, you show up different. You show up different. You are more attractive to other people. They want to be in your space, and that draws people in. Now, if you look like a bum, you don't really look attractive. True statement? True statement. So I try to keep my pajama era at home. Okay. Okay. I do want one thing that I did want to do with you guys today, because we are 4 weeks in, but we're 2 weeks into October. And so I just want to give you a quick recap on some of the things that we've done through the holiday strategy that you can be implementing now. Okay. Bree and I, we went well, I say warm chatting. We went to celebrate working women. And the other day I took breast cancer awareness sachets and little printouts of breast cancer awareness, like this, like a self exam that you could do at home, and their printouts. And I'm able to hand those to the girls while we're doing working women's. Okay. Which I thought was beautiful. They so appreciated it. Every single woman in the office filled out a thing. Okay. And if they were in there with a patient, the manager over all the girls would go in there and fill it out for them and then take them their goodies. It was so good. Now, I need to also explain to you that I also sometimes go into an office and they're not interested, or we're not allowed to do this. Like, it's not often. So when Bree had asked me, I was like, no, I've never, I mean, sometimes, like maybe once. And then we literally walked into the next office and she was practicing doing it all by herself, like giving them the spill. And they were like, no, we can't. And I was like, dang, if that's not a good one to practice on, I don't know which is. So it was good. But making sure, at the beginning of our holiday strategy, we talked about having new habits and new behaviors. Um, if you're able to put your video on, I would love to see your faces. I feel like I'm just talking to myself sometimes. Um, but we talked about like your habits and your behaviors that you wanted to create over the next 90 days. And so this is your checkup from the neck up. Are you doing the things that you said you wanted to do? Are you doing the things that you said you wanted to do? Have you created your weekly plan sheets for October? Did you do that? Did you decide on your Sunday routine and did you do it? Did you create your brain book, which is where, remember, that's where we list out all the things that are in our brain and then figure out how we're going to do it, delegate it, or dump it, right? Figuring out your schedules. Um, have you booked any vendor events? Who on here has a vendor event lined up or has just recently did one? Yes, Chrissy, I meant to ask you how it went. I hope it was good. Margaret, and I know Tracy does. Carla says she does. Oh, Lisa Marshall's got two. Let's go, girl. Okay. Ooh, TJ looking hot in her red. Okay, so have you prepped any facial boxes to get put out at local businesses? Have you decided where you're wanting to put them? Have you created some pampering pumpkins? You guys, I did pampering pumpkins, and y'all, I had not even put any together, but I found someone posted this, and I totally, you know me, if you post it on regular social, I'm stealing. Okay, so just letting you know, unless you put your little water print or whatever it's called, I'm gonna steal it. But look at this. I did boo baskets last week and I sold like five, I think. It was so good. I sold one of the highest ones, two of these, and one of these, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, it was great. But y'all, my basket did not look like this. Okay. But doesn't it look cute? Okay. So I do want to show you. I think I do have my basket on here. Hold on. One of my baskets. It's cute. Okay, if this got dropped off on your porch, would you be so excited? Guess where I found these pumpkins? $1 at the Dollar General. Yes, $1. They had blue, they had pink, they had purple. I thought these were fabulous. These little purple fuzzy slippers for that highest one, I found those at Target. So this little thing down here, the little for the best Gül. Oh my gosh, y'all. Um, so are you promoting that? Because you can move a lot of products, okay, doing a boo basket. That's the same thing. A pampering pumpkin and a boo basket is the same thing. So it's just a fun name. And y'all, can I just tell you, I literally know so many women who want boo baskets from their man. Because we get to see on TikTok or Instagram or whatever when we scroll. I'm like, dang it, Trey needs to make me a boo basket. He not. Okay, I sent him 1 year to make me a boo basket. It was pitiful. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's not going to pick out a good candle. I mean, I'm just being clear. Okay, I'm just being very honest. So if you have a Mary Kay girl, us, who can make you a boo basket, wouldn't you send that info to your man? Okay, because that's where I'm like, when you're ready to order my boo basket, I need you to get in touch with Nikki. I made a boo basket yesterday for a 3-year-old because the mama said, I think she would love this. Her birthday was yesterday. So I dropped it off. Y'all, I went to the Dollar Tree and I found this happy birthday crown and sash because her little girl does like pageants. I was like, this is perfect. Threw it in there for a couple dollars and she got a lip gloss. So are you doing that? Have you made your breast cancer awareness sachets, the little bags to go in their lingerie basket? Okay, so
I take mine to work.
what?
I make a couple of them up that are already ready to go, and I take which I work with a bunch of men, and I'm like, here, you, which one do you want for your wife? You need to buy this for her. She'll like a surprise,
Amen.
and they don't
And
really give them a choice. I'm like, it's $20. You know,
like,
you give them
get your life
$20 or
together.
under, and they'll throw you a 20 in 2 seconds. Here,
Amen.
take your
That
wife
is
a
so
surprise.
good.
Which one do you want? Give me $20.
That is so good. I love that. Well, I don't have that luxury, okay? So if y'all have men at work, please take them to work, okay? Um, However, I do want to go ahead into our week 5 strategy. You guys, it is the middle of October, and I want you to start planning your November, okay? So as a businesswoman, you should work your business in your brain 2 weeks ahead of time. Okay. So I looked at my schedule today and I was writing Tracy into my schedule for the next few weeks. And I said, wow, I need to plan out my November. Well, then I pull up our training for today and it's like, start planning your schedule for November. And I was like, yeah, I'm on it. Okay. So you do need to start doing that because listen, if you're making which I was making my booking calls, okay. If you're making your booking calls and she needs to book 2 weeks out, but you haven't planned your November, that's going to suck. Okay. So it is good to start planning now. Okay. The other thing is, I want you to update your brain book or grab a new one. Mine started falling apart. So that's what I've got to do. Grab a new brain book. Y'all, if you don't remember what a brain book is literally just a notebook, a cheap notebook where you can do what I like to call a brain dump or a brain drain, like where you drain all the thoughts out of your brain of all the things you need to do. Y'all, as a woman, we wear a lot of hats. Okay. We wear the wife hat. We wear the mom hat. We wear the worker hat. Now we're wearing the entrepreneur hat. I'm wearing the sales director hat. You're wearing the recruiter hat. We put a lot of hats on. The daughter hat, right? Okay. So, or Gigi or grandma or whatever you like to be called, you wear a lot of hats. And with that comes a lot of responsibility, especially as we grow and we're getting older and we gain more responsibilities. You guys, it's so good to just write down all the things that are on the list in your head because sometimes we can be so confused and so all over the place because we are wearing so many hats and we're not like men. I would love to say that we are, but we don't always compartmentalize and live in just, okay, if I'm at work, I'm at work, and I don't think about anything at home until I get home. That's not how women work. We take it all with us. We're like spaghetti, a big bowl of spaghetti, and we stir it all up, and they're like waffles. They are in their own little box and they don't think about anything. I wish I could live like that. However, if I lived like that, my husband would have never known that he needed to be home at a certain time tonight. Okay. Because I keep up with this schedule. I know what the kids are doing and where they're going and who's picking them up and all the things. And he has no clue. Um, it's the truth, right? And date night, like I'm in charge of all of that. So update your brain book. Literally get all the things on your to-do list out of your head and on paper so that you can figure out where you're going to put it on your schedule. Y'all, I tell women every single day, if I don't write it on this planner, it's not going to get done. It's not going to get done. So I have to know that about myself. And I just want y'all to know that that's probably the case if you wear a lot of hats. Okay. And do you need to add to or adjust your Sunday routine or maybe Saturday routine? So remember a couple weeks ago, we talked about creating a routine. That way you set yourself up for a solid week. You know, there was one Sunday a couple weeks ago where my schedule was not as juicy as I wanted it to be with booking. And I don't work Sundays, but I made booking calls on Sunday because my next week depended on it. Does that make sense? Because where you don't have any bookings, you're out of business. And I don't want to be that girl, right? So, have you checked to see if there's any vendor events that you can jump onto? So if you aren't already booked for a vendor event, how can you get booked on a vendor event and work on that? Um, have you made your 5x5? Does anybody know what I mean by my 5x5? Okay, so it's five separate gift options. So, like how Chrissy kept pulling out different gifts, five different gift options, and then making five of each. So, if I had the mint bliss with the socks and I put it together all cute, I need five of those. And then, if I want the charcoal mask with the cute little head wrap, then I want five of those. So, you're going to make five separate gifts and then do five of each of those. Does that make sense? So that's your 5x5. And I think that's a great place to start as a new consultant. Sometimes making 10, 20 of each is crazy sauce. And honestly, I don't even do that. My customer base is very juicy and I don't make that many. I start with five and I make five of each, whichever gift sets that I choose to make. And that way it's easy for people to shop with me and I can always make more, right? So that way, like, not all my products have been made up, you know? So start creating your holiday gift set a little at a time. Like maybe just set 1 hour to work on gift sets per week. Okay. Maybe do that. So that way you have a minute, just to really start figuring out what gifts you want to do. If you feel like 5x5 is too much for you, back it up and do 4x4. Choose four gifts and do four of each of those. Or 3x3, making three gift sets and three of each. Like, do what makes sense in your brain. Okay. Um, I want to start telling you. So I have started printing these. Okay, hold on, let me share my screen so you guys can see this. Have I showed this to y'all before? I can't remember if I have or not, but this is the holiday wish list. Okay. And these, I have started printing these off and I keep putting these in my goodie bags. So I make goodie bags for all of my facials and parties. And then I also have goodie bags that I put in reorders. Okay. And I print this in color. I think that matters. Okay. But it says, fill this out and take me a picture of it for an extra $5 off your next order with your consultant. And I'm putting this in orders because I want her to think about, first of all, what's her favorite Mary Kay product? Who are the people who buy from for her for Christmas right here? And then I want her to think about who do you buy for Christmas and what's your budget for them, right? And so if she'll just start brainstorming this, it makes a big difference. Now, I have also, let me stop the share. I have also started I printed out a copy of my open house invitation and I just printed it like a postcard size. And I'm putting this in all my reorders. And I'm putting this also in my goodie bag. Okay. So they get the open house invitation. They're getting my holiday wish list, just a piece of paper. And I found a Mary Kay Cash PDF. And it's like literally it's like a $2 bill, but it's got Mary Kay in the middle. It's so cute. I'll have to put it on our website for you guys tonight so y'all can utilize it if you want to. But you just print it out, cut it, and it's like $2 off when they come to my open house. So as long as they're ordering up until then, every time they order from me, I'm putting a $2 bill in there for them to use at my open house. I thought that was adorable and it would give them incentive to come shop, right? Um, okay. So I know you're like, okay, Nikki, you want us to give them a wish list to fill out. Yes. What are you going to do with it once you get it? Okay, let's talk. Let's talk strategy for a second. If they are filling out this wish list and they're putting on there their Santas, which is the people that shop for them. So yesterday I met with a group of ladies and she said, what do you mean Santas? And I said, who would buy you a birthday gift or a Christmas gift? Who is that person for you? And one woman put her son down. Another woman, she put her sister and her husband. And then another woman put her sister and her daughter. So every woman is different, but it doesn't matter. So not everybody's married. And some people, the person who would shop for me is my husband and my daddy. That's it. Okay. So you don't need a long list of this, even if they just put one person. Now, tonight, I did already text Erin, so she's going to upload this, but this will be in your holiday PDF for this week. These are your scripts on what to say to the Santa that you call. Okay. You're going to call, like if I was calling this girl, her name is Faith. If I was calling her boyfriend, Cameron, and I would say, hey, Cameron, this is Nikki with Mary Kay. I'm doing something fun for my special customers this week. May I have a quick minute to give you the details? Great. Okay, Cameron, I'm very aware that there are men and other family members in our life that need a little help with gift ideas. I'm playing Santa's helper today and was wondering if there were any special Mary Kay products you would love to have wrapped for the holidays. So if so, I would love to make a secret just between you and me. Phone call or text is great. Then you get her wish list, Santa's number, make the call. This is what I'm calling. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got so confused with my own scripts. This is what you say to your customers that have yet to give you a list. That's the first message, okay? The second message on here is what to say when you call her Santa. Whoops. Okay, read the paper. Okay, read the paper. So, can you tell it's been a year since I did this? Okay, I'm just saying. All right. So you're gonna call her people, and when you get their wish list, and it might even just be the wish list from the party. Okay. If you do a wish list, remember when we close people, we do a wish list, right? We ask them to write down all their favorite things, which brings me to my next point. Now, this part is not in um the holiday strategy because I made this completely separate because these are year-round things. Okay. Did everyone see my appointment cards that I created for all of you? Nene, my amazing office assistant, has already printed and cut these, and today she's laminating all of them. And we are going to be putting them on a ring, like kind of like a index card ring. You know what I'm talking about? And that way you guys can take these to your parties and they're all together. Okay. I'm so glad you're excited, Chrissy. And these are I thought these were beautiful. I was so honored to make them for y'all, honestly. So excited. I want you to know I've had a lot of women in other national areas asking me for these. So you guys are so blessed. Okay, listen. Now, on every single card, it's going to tell you and highlighted up here, it's going to tell you what to do when you first get there. You're going to get your customers to fill out the profile card while you set up. Ask every client, is your skin more oily or dry? And that way you know what products to put in her tray. After you set up, get the customers to share a little about themselves, their name, and what they do is fine. And just kind of let them go around the table and tell you. And then you're going to share your I story. Remember that your I story only has to be three things. Why you started Mary Kay, something fun, one fun thing you love about Mary Kay, and then tell them your goal, okay, and what you're working on for your business. And then literally every product, it tells you in order what to do. It'll tell you how to tell them to apply it, and then it gives you some fun facts about those products so that you know what to say about the product while they're trying it. Okay. So I spent 4 hours on these. I really hope you love them. Okay. And then it literally will tell them, it'll give you a break between the products. Use the back of your hand and feel your face. How does your face feel? Can you tell a difference? And then it'll tell you, okay, where do you fit the fabulous game? Right here. Okay. And then you're going to keep doing your satin lips, direct the customers to take the eye patch off and lay it on the tray. Are y'all so excited? Okay. And then at the end, table close. This is where you're going to go over the set sheet, share the specials, show your travel bag, sell it, girl. And then you're going to ask them three questions. Number one, if money were no object, which sets would you want? I want you to make a wish list. Pretend money grows on trees. What would you want? Number two, for your next appointment, would you prefer to do glass skin or glamour? And glass skin is more skincare and glamour is makeup. So just in case they ask, there's your answer. Okay. Would you want to invite friends to do it with you? I always say yes, no, or maybe. And number three, leave this blank. We will come back to it after we chat individually. Do you love it? Okay. Now we're going to talk individually about what you wrote down. And then you go talk to them individually. Okay? Literally, you guys, no brain science here, okay? Did you have fun? This is what I say when I sit down with a girl. Did you have fun today? Oh my goodness, look at your wish list. Wow. Oh, look at all these products. Or if she didn't fill it out, you say, oh, look at your wish list. Wow, it's so empty. Just to kind of lighten the mood. Which products do you think you want to start using and take home tonight? And then you be quiet and let her talk. And then you say, okay, what else? And then you be quiet and you let her talk. and then you're going to add the products up, add the tax, take the payment. We charge taxes on the full price of the product. Book her next appointment. Do you want an afternoon or evening? Get it scheduled. Ask her to send the next girl. Okay? Are y'all tracking? Okay, now when you come to the end, after all the orders and bookings have been made, come back to the table. You're going to share business facts. And you see this? It tells you how to get into this conversation. Say, I know that you may not ever be interested in selling Mary Kay, but one thing I know is this business has changed my life. And I promised God that I would always share this with every woman. So this might be for you, or maybe it's for somebody that you know. So just hear me out. Let me share my story real quick. And they're like, okay, share your story, you know? And I say, so I want to tell you the top 3 reasons why girls join, you know, and I usually tell my story one more time. Okay. So I say, you know, I started Mary Kay for blah, 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 but I've stayed in Mary Kay since then for blah, blah, blah. And now I'm working on this, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then I'm going to say finances. And I did the T chart. Do y'all remember me talking to you guys about the T chart? It's on here. Okay. So we make money 2 ways. This is why women start. We start by selling product. We all make 50% profit on everything we sell because we get a 50% discount on our product. So if I go and have a party, our average party sales are about 300 in sales. So I ask the girls, so how much would my profit be? If I make 50% on $300 in sales, how much would my profit be? And I let them answer. Okay, 150. Okay, so cool. So I make $150 profit and I get to pay myself that money. So it's immediate cash. What would you do with an extra 150? Y'all, this is an interactive conversation. Do y'all hear me? Interactive. Let her start brainstorming and putting herself in your shoes. Okay? Now, I also take the money, the other half goes to Mary Kay, and I order my products, right? So in team building commissions, we start with 4% with one girl on your team. And then you can go up to 36% just depending on how many girls I have on my team. So Mary Kay will pay this commission to us once a month. We call it a love check. How much do you think my mentor's highest check has ever been in 1 month? And I put it on there for y'all. Okay. A little shy of $17,000. And then I asked her right there, what would you do with that kind of money? And I let her think and brainstorm and talk. Okay. So then the second reason girls join is flexibility. Okay. Flexibility. We get to make our own schedule, be our own boss. So we don't have any monthly quotas and there's no monthly fees with Mary Kay. You literally sprinkle it into your life the way that you want to. The third thing with Mary Kay is that a lot of women join because they want to have fun. They want sisterhood. They want girl time. I mean, you guys, wasn't this party fun? Didn't you guys have a good time? I literally asked that. Okay. And then events, you could share about events and how you have fun at fall retreats and all the things. Talk about recognition and prizes, or you can simply just share how much fun you have in your business. Include stories, you guys. All right, so we're going to go back to number 3 on your paper. Remember, I had asked you to leave it blank. Okay, so are you an A, a B, or a C? A is like, absolutely sign me up. It's only $35. B is buy me coffee. I got more questions. Or C, could never sell Mary Kay. I'd rather sleep with the trolls than sell Mary Kay. Ha ha ha. Okay. And then I get them to write down their answer, A, B, or C. And then I literally at the party say, okay, who's an A? Who in here is an A? Show of hands. Anybody an A? Okay, who in here is a B? Oh, good. Okay. So if they're an A, you're going to immediately at that moment grab your phone and send her your link to join. If they're a B, you're going to literally grab your calendar, open it up. Okay, let's go ahead and figure out when we're meeting for coffee. And C, you say, oh, it's okay if you sleep with the trolls, girl. It's totally fine. I need customers too. Like just kind of laugh it off, like make it nonchalant, simple. Okay. Y'all, I made this. So we have our regular skincare, which is our Time Wise, what comes in the starter kit. I made us one for Time Wise Repair if you want to start doing repair with your customers. And I did the facial peel and the dynamic wrinkle limiter. Okay, with that. And then same thing, the clothes is the same. The clothes is the same. Okay. And then I did put on here glass skin if you want to start doing that. It's got your product orders. It tells you when to do your fabulous game. Hey, while the facial peel sits on her face, continue and do satin lips and hands. Okay. Rinse off the peel. Leave the patches on till they're dry. Keep going with other products. Like it literally tells you what to do step by step. You cannot mess it up. Okay. And then note, you need to tell people when they do the glass skin, this is only 2 to 3 times per month. I do exfoliate 2 to 3 times per week, but I don't do all of these steps except for 2 to 3 times a month. Okay. That's a big disclaimer right there. Okay. And then you're going to do your clothes. Okay. And then I did put glamour on here. If anybody was wondering glam and what to do. So y'all, I do quick skincare with them for makeup. I do not share facts about the products because I mean, about the skincare, I'm assuming they've had a facial and this is their second appointment. They don't need me to go through all this product again with them. Um, and then I jump into makeup and that's where I start giving details. Okay. I did put on here a tip for matching the foundation if you're using the Time Wall. This is how you figure out if she's a C, N, or W. It's on the back of the product, and it'll tell you, do you burn and then go back to your original color? Do you burn and then tan, or do you just tan? Because if you just tan, then you're a W, and that's how I know what shades to start with for her. Okay, does that make sense? I did put on here right on the profile card because you want to write her shade down. The other thing on here I put on here was makeup time. Pass a brush set around so that they can touch it and see it. Okay, you don't have to use brushes at your parties, but I think it's good for them to see it and feel it. Okay. Um, yep, yep. Oh, this one is a little different right here. Hand the customer her previously filled out profile card at her glamour session. She doesn't need 2 profile cards. Just bring the old ones with you, you know? Um, Share your eye story and then tell them we're going to do quick skincare real quick because a clean canvas makes a pretty picture. And then that's what we do. Okay. Right here, while you're the one walking around letting guests pick their colors, okay, make sure you get your customer to write down the shades that they choose on the profile card. So this includes eyeshadows, brow tints, concealer, blush, all the things. Okay. So, and then compliment time. Always do compliment time at Glamour. Their friends sell the product for me, which is so great. And then close. Okay. So, whew, I know that was a lot, but who's excited about appointment cards with all the details? Anybody? Okay. So you're welcome to print this PDF off on your own. If you want the laminated cards from me with a ring to hold them all on ready, it'll be printed. They're about like a half a sheet is how big they are. If you want that, it's just $5 for all of them, printed, laminated, and then bound. Okay, so if you want that, just Venmo or Cash App $5. I know I got some from Margaret. She's like, I want those. So we are pre-making them already. So if you want any, just let me know. Okay. And then those are on my website already. So if you want to go to my website, y'all, I am not making profit off of this. I need you to hear my heart. I pay a monthly fee for ink and my printer every month. I also am buying the round rings, okay, the lamination sheet, and I'm paying my mother-in-law to make everything because I'm not sitting at home making it. So this is not me making profit off of you. I just want that's a disclaimer. Okay. This is literally just $5 for you for the supplies and me paying my mother-in-law. Okay. So so if you want those, great. If you don't, you're welcome to print them on your own. No biggie. Just make sure you send $5 and that will be great. Um, okay. Back to our holiday strategy. I just had a couple more things that I wanted to share, and then we'll be done, maybe, unless I exited out. There it is. Okay. So, I want you to start with your November schedule, really thinking about Thanksgiving week and pink weekend. Okay. So I have created, the Lord really gave this to me. Okay. See if I can share this. So we've got some things that you could schedule for your social media success. Okay. Now, if you go to this PDF, you'll be able to scan this QR code and all these pictures will pop up for you to save them to your phone. Okay. So that should help you, hopefully, so that you have some save the dates and like reminders to be able to post for your Pink Friday sale. And then the customer service of Pink Friday is huge. Okay. So sending a message, before Thanksgiving and letting people know, hey, this is what I'm doing. You're welcome to go ahead and get your order in if you want. And then posting to your customer's Facebook page after they order. Okay. Um, and then I did put in this right here. It's just like a blank template that you could save to your computer, your phone, and kind of add in the details that you want to have on there. But here's my favorite part. And I'm going to go through this a little bit more in detail next week. Okay. But to already have it printed and ready for next week is what I want you to do. If you can.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your game plan. So if you're like, girl, we don't do Black Friday shopping, blah, 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 or you really want to make sure that you're getting your sales in the week of Thanksgiving, I do this. I have tried it in the past. It works fantastic. Um, and it's so much fun. So what it is taking, obviously planning your week. This starts you on November 16th, which is about a week and a half before Thanksgiving this year. Okay. And just like writing out your goal, your phone time, all the things when you're going to do deliveries, really setting the schedule and being firm on that. And then calling your clients and offering them to be a virtual hostess for Thanksgiving. And because y'all, the men start watching the football games and the girls are like, I don't know, looking at the sales that they're about to go shop for. Like it's not always the funnest time, just in the middle, like Thanksgiving dinner and all that's over, and now we're just kind of waiting, while the game is finishing or whatever. So it's just an opportunity for your customers to get some free product. And I will go through this with you guys next week a little bit more in depth and kind of explain all of that, okay? I feel like I just talked 90 miles per hour. So I know that some of y'all are at Tracy's house, but I would love to know what y'all's takeaways are from today. What are you taking away from my training? Y'all, look, Tracy, where did you get all of those?
Okay, so I have the link to get the cups, and the
Okay.
cups comes with a dome lid, and they're thick, heavy-duty cups. And the straws are the ones that's heart-shaped pink. And then TJ just came in with some pink bows that we can use instead of red if we want to do pink. And then Hobby Lobby has the little snow-like stuff you just pull a little bit apart and put in there with the Mint Bliss. And she got a pack of those little balls from Hobby Lobby as well. And you get a whole bunch of them in a pack.
So you just wrap the Mint Bliss. Do you take the Mint Bliss out of out of the box?
Yes, it's kind of really stuck down in there. You can see the top of it. But this is a socks, and I just wrapped the socks around it, and we put the snow on top and the little ball.
We did not.
So we're gonna make a little card to go on it as well. But we're
Cute.
making a bunch of these tonight.
Coffee
Because
and
when you
cream.
order these cups, it comes like 90. So I've got enough for us to,
Yeah, as a crew.
and I've
That's
already
good.
sold about 15 of these. So
Let's go.
I gotta get busy with that. So that's one thing that we're doing, and we're gonna do a bunch of the things that we've seen at fall retreat that were on that table.
Yes, I love it. Okay, cool. So y'all are having a wrapping party. How
Yes.
fun. How
Yes.
fun. Thank you for sharing. Is anybody, I muted you, Tracy. Uh-oh. Yes, that's a perfect Santa baby. Yes. You could even, if you wanted to, just for fun, you could get it embroidered that said Santa's helper. I thought that would be so cute. I've seen that.
Yeah, this is TJ's.
Where
Yeah.
did
It
you
was
get
like
that?
$20 on Amazon.
You need to post the link.
I will.
Okay.
Don't I look like Santa's helper today?
Yes. Tell me what your takeaway is since you're on the camera.
Oh, it's still the same, just kind of work ahead because the holiday